Level 1, Research Analyst. You make $80,000 a year and your back hurts, and you haven't left the office since Tuesday. You sit in a windowless room at IMF headquarters in Washington, D.C., surrounded by economists who don't know your name. Your job is to feed the machine. You pull data, you clean data, you format data into tables that other people will put their names on. Someone sends you a spreadsheet at 11 p.m. with a note that says, "Can you check this by morning?" You check it by morning. There are 47 errors. You fix all of them. You don't get credit for any of them. You have a master's degree from a school that cost more than your parents' house. None of that matters here. You are a pair of hands attached to a laptop. A country file lands on your desk. Small Eastern European nation. Someone circled one number in red and wrote a question mark next to it. You spend 4 days finding the answer. Nobody thanks you. The file moves up the chain. You watch it go. Level 2, Economist. You survived 2 years of 70-hour weeks, and now you make $130,000. They gave you a title change and a raise. You feel rich for exactly 1 week before you do the math. But something is different now. You have your own section of the country file. It's yours to analyze, yours to defend, yours to be wrong about. You sit in your first real meeting. A senior economist stops on your GDP projection. He taps the page. "Walk me through this," he says. The room goes quiet. You walk him through it. He nods once. He moves on. That nod is the best performance review you'll get all year. The country file is growing. The numbers are starting to tell a story, and the story isn't good. You write 3 careful sentences about fiscal risk. Your senior economist reads them and deletes one. You don't ask why. You already know. Some things get said. Some things get implied. You're learning the difference. Level 3, Senior Economist. You make $165,000 now, and you have 2 analysts under you. You remember exactly what it felt like to be them. You assign them work at 9 p.m. anyway. The deadline is real, and this is how the machine runs. You write the sections that go into the official reports, the ones governments actually read, the ones that move markets. You choose words carefully. One wrong adjective in an IMF report and a currency drops. You've seen it happen. Not to you. Not yet. You fly to the country for the first time. Gray skies. A government official shakes your hand too firmly. His country is about to ask you for money. You smile back. You already know what you're going to recommend. You wrote it on the plane. The meeting is a formality. That's something they don't teach you in graduate school. Most negotiations are decided before anyone sits down. Level 4, Division Chief. You walk into a room and people sit up straighter. And you make $240,000 a year. You have a team of 15 economists. You are responsible for the IMF's entire analytical position on a region. 8 countries, 140 million people. The weight of it is not what you expected. In graduate school, you thought about economics as problems with solutions. Up here, you understand that most problems don't have solutions. They have trade-offs. You recommend austerity, and unemployment goes up. You recommend stimulus, and the debt spiral deepens. There is only the least bad option, and the responsibility of choosing it. The country file has become a crisis file. 3 missed targets, currency under pressure. The finance minister calls every 2 days. He's charming. He's desperate. He tells you his government is committed to reform. You've read 14 previous IMF reports on this country. Every one of them quotes a finance minister saying the same thing. You take the call. You listen. You say, "We're monitoring the situation closely." That's IMF for we see what you're doing and it isn't working. Level 5, Mission Chief. You make $275,000 and you are the face of the IMF in this country. When they want the money, they need your recommendation. That's the only part that matters. You hold the key to the next tranche of the loan. The currency dropped 14% last month. The government is out of options. Everyone in the room knows it. You negotiate in layers. You ask for fiscal adjustment. They offer half. You push back. They offer 2/3. You push back again. They say take it or leave it. You leave it. They call the next morning with the full adjustment. This is the dance. You've done it before. The cost of this level is the knowledge. You know what the adjustment does to real people. When the IMF says reduce the public wage bill, that means teachers get paid less. When it says rationalize fuel subsidies, that means the price of cooking gas goes up for families already choosing between food and medicine. You believe the alternative, debt default, economic collapse, would be worse. You might even be right, but you carry it anyway. Level 6, Department Director. You make $310,000, and you haven't been in the field in 2 years. Your job now is the institution. You manage 6 division chiefs. You sit on the management committee. You testify in front of the executive board when a major program goes sideways. And one just did. The Eastern European country is in full crisis. The government collapsed. The new one ran on rejecting the IMF program. They won. Now the new finance minister is sitting across from you in Washington. He's young and angry and went to the same graduate school you did. He thinks the program was designed to fail. You think he's wrong. You might not be entirely right. He has a stack of papers. You have a stack of papers. Both stacks say the same thing. Without a new program, the country runs out of money in 6 months. He needs to tell his voters he stood up to the IMF. You need the board to see the IMF didn't get rolled. You both sit there for a long time. Someone brings coffee. An hour later, you have an agreement. No one blinked. That's the story both sides tell. You stop being an economist at this level. You're a diplomat now. The models are still running, but you barely look at them anymore. You have people for that. You became those people once. Level 7, Deputy Managing Director. There are 4 of you, each making around $450,000 a year, and one managing director above you. A large emerging market is on the edge. 160 million people. If it tips, the contagion spreads to 3 neighbors, then to commodity markets, then somewhere you can't model. Your managing director is in Brussels. She calls twice a day. You are running this. Not officially, but actually. You make 4 decisions before noon. 2 of them you don't love. 1 you make anyway because there is no better option. The 4th you delay, because sometimes delaying a bad decision is the best decision you can make. You eat dinner alone at 10 p.m. in a conference room. Cold food. You look at the lights of Washington below. You think about the mission chief sitting in a hotel room in that country right now, eating the same thing, asking the same questions. You were him once, but you can't tell him what to do. He has to find it himself. That's how you learn to carry it. Level 8, Managing Director. Your salary is $712,000. Every seat in the room is full. Executive directors representing 190 member countries. They're here to vote on the emergency program you built over 9 days. 9 days of no sleep. 9 days of something that has to be technically defensible, politically sellable, and financially sufficient all at once. Those three things are almost never compatible. You made them compatible. Close enough. The program passes, the money moves, the currency holds. You go back to your office. Your chief of staff is already there with the next file. You sit down. There is no victory lap. The world produces crises faster than you can solve them. The board wants results. The G7 wants access. The small countries want someone to actually listen. The large ones want the institution to move fast when it helps them and slow when it doesn't. You became an economist because you believed economics could fix things. You still believe that, but you understand now that fixing things at this level is not a technical problem. It's a political problem wearing a technical costume. The models tell you the right answer. The right answer is rarely possible. The possible answer is what you negotiate. And then you live with it. Your assistant reminds you about your daughter's school play. It's been in the calendar 3 times. The play is tomorrow. You look at the file in your hands. You put it down. You pick it back up. The Eastern European country from the beginning, the red question mark on the spreadsheet, the file you carried from analyst all the way here, is doing fine now. New government, 3 years of growth. The mission chief who closed it sent you a note, said the finance minister asked about you, said thank you. You read it twice. Then you move on to the next file. You have to. There are always more files, and the weight of them never gets lighter. You just get stronger. Or you don't. And that's how you find out what you're made of.